In this example, I want to show you a technique that I call in-column filtering. So it gives you the same effect that creating a filter does in a report, except it gives you some more flexibility and maybe makes you a little more productive. Basically what you do is you build a calculation, and in that calculation is logic that would mimic what your filter does. Combine that with the idea that Cognos wants to aggregate by default, and you'll get an idea on the power of this. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a report that just shows what the retailer name is and what their overall quantity of items added. But my report requirement also asks me to say, of those 910 items that were ordered, how many were ordered that were between 0 and 20 items ordered? So what is the total quantity of small orders? And then we could do the same thing for medium and large orders. So let's go ahead and build the first in-column filter. To do it, I'm going to add a calculation to my report, and I'll call this 0 to 20. What we're going to do is we're going to say if the quantity of any given row is less than or equal to 20, then put in what that quantity is. Otherwise, put in a 0 here. And when I run this, this is going to sum the quantities. So of the 910, 174 units were within orders that were between 0 and 20 in size. I'm going to go ahead and just copy that. Probably the easier way is to do it in the query here. And I'll just put the other one in here too while we're at it. And I'll call this, if it's greater than 20, and less than 50, and I'm going to rename that 21 to 50. And I'll grab this code for the third one, assuming it's working. I got my syntax right. And I just need greater than 50. And because I just made a little bug, I'll say greater than or equal to 50. And now I need to go back and add those to the report. And my name looks a little goofy on this third one. Oops, wrong place. And add my 50 plus field. So 114 of the items ordered were in small orders, 670 were in medium size, and 1,186 were in orders that were large for this particular product. Now, to do this in a traditional way with joins, you would need a query for this, you need a query with a filter on it for this, a query for this, a query for this, and then you join them all together and put it back together. This sometimes is more productive from a developer perspective. Performance is a question mark. It may or may not be better performance, but it allows you to do very complex logic. You can say if it's in a particular state and the order happened between 3 and 4 o'clock, then that kind of thing. You could do counting, you can do summing here, you can do other things like that. It's a great advanced technique. I teach this technique and more in my Cognos booklets that are available on Amazon.com. Hope you take a look.